I'm actually going to read a tweet by Yves on the subject from today. So Yves says, you may not realize this, but Bithumb Global offering EOS staking rewards is a very big deal. This will create a domino effect that benefits the EOS community. Bithumb is one of the two largest Korean crypto exchanges. Together, they own about 25% of all EOS tokens. The problem is those tokens have been sitting idly on exchanges with no yielding opportunities, which disincentivizes EOS investment. In the past, Korean exchanges have claimed they're prohibited from offering staking rewards due to regulatory issues. But now you have an interesting situation now that Bithumb Global is offering staking rewards. With yield now being offered for staking EOS, this may help reinvigorate the Korean EOS community and push more exchanges to launch staking programs of their own. Remember, about 25% of EOS tokens are held by the Korean community. This is a big deal. The question everyone is wondering is why now? It seems like this change came out of the blue, but with all the chatter surrounding the new EOS and the EOS comeback story, it seems appropriate. So this is foreshadowing what will likely happen elsewhere across the world. With our upcoming Yield Plus liquidity incentive program, expect to see more and more exchanges offering competitive staking rewards. This means more yield for token holders and more competition to buy EOS. This is the start of something special for EOS, major exchanges offering competitive staking rewards. At the ENF, we will continue to fight for the EOS community. So that's really nice news coming out of the Korean community. Always good to hear more opportunities for earning yield on holding EOS.
I was going to comment, it's a good question, and I think a lot of people have it. Their gut reaction is, where does that yield come from? And honestly, for an exchange, it's often their block producer rewards. So that makes up the bulk of their yield opportunities. And so that's why you only see them give a range of 1% to 2% versus someone like Binance or these other exchanges that have different operations or different staking pools with weeks or months of staking required to hit different tiers. But the other component to this that's so important is that they'll limit the amount of participating tokens so that they can keep an attractive yield. And that's the same thing everyone does, whether it's CeFi, DeFi, whatever. There's a finite amount of tokens. So if they're earning 1,000 EOS a day in block rewards, then they take that and they can create a limitation on how many participants can receive 1 to 200% APR, whatever they're wanting to promote does have a limit. And you'll see that come into play as time passes and people join that. They'll have to tinker with that number.
So I don't know where these staking rewards are coming from. What I do know, and I guess this is relevant to your question or the comment that you made, is that the regulatory landscape in South Korea is quite particular. And it has been and it is pushing the limits, especially as we see with what's been going on with, or what happened with Terra and Dokwan. I do know that the competition between Upbit and Bithumb, the two largest exchanges, has been heating up. And it wouldn't surprise me that this is actually going to be a cost to the exchange in order to try and gather Upbit's user base, which is much larger in terms of EOS token holders than is currently present on Bithumb. And so it wouldn't surprise me that this is a customer acquisition cost that they're willing to invest in or take as a means to shift a significant portion of EOS token holders in anticipation for regulatory changes that are seemingly coming in Korea. And so it wouldn't surprise me that this is simply a customer acquisition cost that they're willing to onboard. Right now, I believe Upbit has roughly 160 million EOS tokens, maybe 180 at some point, and Bithumb had roughly 60. And so this is a massive opportunity, known opportunity. So if Bithumb sees that EOS potentially has turned a corner and there's an opportunity there, they may want to just get ahead of the curve and come and swipe those users faster than what Upbit would be able to do in their program, because Upbit has been very public about saying that they can't do that, but Bithumb is also very public in now doing it. So there's more to it than meets the eye. One of the things that's interesting as well, in that post, I believe there were 3 tokens that they're offering yield on. I believe those are the only tokens that they offer yield on. So this is the first time a Korean exchange offers yield So it's not like they had yield before on Bitcoin or on Ethereum, as do other exchanges. This is Bithumb saying, we are now going to test the regulatory waters within Korea, and we are willing to do that with EOS as the first asset. This is monumental. This is not, we have 12 other yield programs and we're adding a 13th one. This is, we literally have zero in a country where everybody has zero, and we are placing EOS at the forefront.